Hi everyone, Vineet here, founder of Estonia Proud Wealth. If you're getting close to retirement, one of the biggest questions you will face is, what should I actually do with my super? It's not always straightforward. The path you take can shape your retirement income, your tax outcomes, and even your Centrelink benefits. So in this video, I'll walk you through the 4 main options you have at retirement for the super, what the pros and cons are, and how you can think about combining them to get the best result for your lifestyle. Before we dive into the options, let's clear up what retirement actually means in the superannuation world. It's not just about stopping work. For superannuation, retirement has a technical definition. Once you have reached your preservation age and you have permanently stopped working, you can access your super. Alternatively, once you hit age 65, you can access it regardless of whether you're still employed. And that's the trigger point where your super becomes flexible. So, what happens to your super? Once you're retired and have met condition of release, your super is no longer locked away. You have choices. And here is where the real planning begins. Should you start an income stream, leave it in super, withdraw a lump sum, or split things up? The most common path is converting your super into what's known as an account-based pension. This is where your super fund pays you a regular income. The benefits are the investment earnings inside the pension account are completely tax-free. If you are over 60, the payments you receive are also tax-free in your hands. Your money stays invested, so it can continue to grow. You control how much income you take as long as it meets the minimum drawdown rules. However, it comes with some disadvantages. Those minimum withdrawals are compulsory. For ages 65 to 74, the minimum is currently 5% of your balance. This means you might end up pulling out more than you actually need. Your pension balance is still exposed to the market's ups and downs, which can be stressful if markets falls early in retirement. This option may work for tax efficiency and a steady cash flow, but it doesn't suit everyone, especially those who want to leave more invested for later. Option 2 is keep it in the accumulation. Another choice you have is to leave your super money in accumulation phase. That means your super funds continues as is with earnings tax at 15%. The benefits are you are not forced to make withdrawals. You can let your money sit there and grow. And it keeps your transfer balance cap space available for the future. It is handy if you're still working part-time and contributing to super. It has some disadvantages. Investment earnings are taxed at 15%, so it's not as tax-friendly as pension. From the age 65, your balance is still counted under the Centrelink's asset test. And you're not drawing regular income from it, so you will need another source for living expenses or draw a lump sum when needed. This may work for people who don't need the money yet and want to delay starting their pension. Option 3 is withdraw a lump sum. Some retirees choose to take a lump sum. That might mean withdrawing part or all of your super balance as cash. The pros are, if you are over 60 and retired, lump sum withdrawals are tax-free and you can use the money to clear debts, help children financially, or fund a large purchase. It provides immediate access and flexibility. However, the cons are, once your money leaves the super system, it loses the tax concessions. Any money sitting in the bank may not earn higher returns as growth assets. And there is also the risk of spending it too quickly and running short later in retirement. A lump sum can be powerful for one-off needs, but it's rarely wise as your entire strategy. Option 4 is split between super and pension. Here is one that's often overlooked. You don't have to pick just one. You can keep part of your balance in accumulation and move part into a pension. The benefits are, it gives you flexibility. You draw income from the pension side, but only as much as you need. By keeping money in accumulation, you avoid being forced to meet minimum drawdowns on the entire balance. And it can be a good way to manage tax and Centrelink outcomes at the same time, depending on your partner's superannuation balance and the age of your partner. Like others, it has some drawbacks as well. The accumulation portion is still taxed at 15%, and managing two accounts can be a little more complex. For many Australians, this blended strategy gives the best of both worlds. Regular income plus control over how much stays invested for later. A big question here is, should you change how your money is invested once you retire? You don't need to dump everything into cash. Retirement could last 20 or 30 years. So you still need growth to keep up with inflation. Many retirees adopt a bucket strategy. One bucket of cash or term deposits for short-term expenses. A second bucket in defensive assets for medium-term needs. And a third bucket with growth investments for long-term. This way, you don't panic when markets dip because you have already got your income covered. So what's the answer? There is no one-size-fits-all. Many Australians combine these strategies. They start a pension for a steady tax-free income. Leave some in accumulation if they don't need it yet. And take a lump sum for debts or lifestyle. And sometimes keep a split between pension and accumulation for greater flexibility. It all comes down to your lifestyle goals, how much risk are you comfortable with, and whether you want to maximize age pension support. At the end of the day, your super is more than just a saving account. It's the foundation of your retirement lifestyle. Structuring it properly can make the difference between just getting by and living with confidence. Please keep in mind, this video is general information only. It does not consider your personal circumstances. Before making decisions, speak with a qualified financial advisor. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment with your retirement questions. I will see you in the next one.